Alright, check this out. Today we're working on this 2019 Cummins, and it's a high output truck. I'm still not too sure how you tell if it's a high output truck or not. I can't really tell from the VIN. And everything under hood here looks the same. And see, it has an ace in here. But yeah, I'm just writing a tune into it right now, and then we're gonna rip all the exhaust and everything off of it. So you're just waiting for that to finish. And I know a ton of you guys keep messaging me and asking me, where the hell do you get an exhaust for these things? Because nobody's been making exhausts. But look at this. You can get them now, like Flo-pro has them. I've used their exhausts on a ton of different trucks, and it always just fits perfect, no problems at all, super easy to put on. Look at that. So that's what we're doing here today. Just waiting for that programming to finish, and then I'll show you how to rip off this old exhaust in the easiest way, and in a way that you can still put it back on if you want. Like, you can just unbolt everything and pull it out of there. So yeah, just waiting for that programming to finish, and we'll start tanning into this 19. Alright, I got that tune all loaded in there. Now I'm just about to start unplugging stuff. You can see here, this is your drive pressure sensor. You don't want to unplug that, you want to leave that one there. But this cooler bypass here, you definitely want to unplug that. And then on the other side here, the EGR right there, there's a plug on the back. You're going to want to unplug that. And this cooler outlet here, this wire goes under there. It's right there. You're going to unplug that one as well. And then the throttle valve, which is right here, it's on the back of this. There's a little plug down there. So that's everything you need to do under hood, and then everything else will be under the truck. So I'll just get that unplugged, and then I'll show you what we need to do under the truck. Okay, I got a little more light so you can see it a little better now. You can see under here, this one here, the EGR cooler outlet sensor, outlet temperature sensor, you need to unplug him. And the EGR here, he needs to be unplugged. The boost sensor, do not unplug that. A lot of guys unplug that and then you have issues, so don't unplug that. And then down here as well, one more plug for the throttle valve. It's just on the back of there, right where the plug is. So yeah, that's all you got to unplug under here for now. Or there's one more thing, but I'll show you when we're doing the exhaust because it's related to the exhaust. Can't see it from here. I'll have to get some more light. Alright, I'll go through here and I'll show you all the stuff we got unplugged first, and then I'll go unplug it. So we'll start at the back here. You can see right there, there's a EGT sensor. There's 5 of them on the whole exhaust all the way up, so you gotta get all 5 of those. And then you can see these 2 oxygen sensors here. They both come up here on top of this. So all the electrical plugs on that, little bunch of stuff there, you gotta unplug all those. The DEF injector right there, you gotta unplug that. This tank computer thing here, you gotta unplug the, this one, the plug on the back. This one could stay plugged in because it just goes to the tank. And then there's another little guy in here that some guys miss, back there. You gotta get him too. And then come up here a little further, and you can see we got the DPF differential pressure sensor. He can get unplugged, and then you'll see there's a bunch of different EGT sensors all along the exhaust the whole way up. You need to get all those. And then up here, another EGT sensor right there, if you can see that, and the plug for that is up in the wheel well. I'll show you. Oh shit, it's tight under here. The plug for this one, it's just behind the plastic right here. It's hard to show, but it's just on top of the frame rail behind the plastic. And then there's one more plug. There's a oxygen sensor in the back of the turbine outlet. And the last plug is right there. You see it has a little yellow clip on it in there? That guy's got to be unplugged too. You just slide the yellow clip across and then it just comes unplugged. And it has the same yellow clip on the oxygen sensors at the back there. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Just get all that stuff unplugged that I just showed you. And then we're gonna take it for a little test run with just everything unplugged first. Make sure there's no issues with the tune, because this is a high output truck. It's the first high output truck I've done, so make sure there's no issues there. And then if there is, we'll fix them. And then yeah, we'll get this flo-pro exhaust on. Can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear how this thing sounds. It's gonna be sick. Alright, we're just out taking this thing for a quick rip. I just unplugged all the sensors and we have the tune flash in. I just want to make sure there's no issues here first before we rep everything off, because it's the first high output truck I've done. And so far, yeah, no issues. I got it figured out. So I just wanted to make one more note here. When you do flash your truck, you see all your heated seats and your heated steering wheel and everything, it's gone after you flash your truck. It just gets a little confused. So don't worry about that. Just wait till tomorrow, it'll come back. You gotta wait for the stereo to just reboot, and then it figures out all the stuff's there. So it's no problem, just wait till tomorrow and it'll come back. Okay, so the best way to get these things off is just to start at the very back with this hanger here. Just undo the rear clamp and then put a ratchet strap on this and strap it to the hitch of the back of the truck, and it just put lots of lube on it and just flops right off. And then same with this one too. Just undo the clamp there and then put lots of like oil on these things, and then you can just lay under the truck and just pull it right out. You shouldn't have to cut anything here. There's no point cutting it, because then you can't put it back together if you need to. And then the next part here, you see, if you have everything unplugged, it just comes right out. You don't even have to unplug the doser. You can leave that on there. You just undo the 4 bolts in that clamp there, or that flange, and then the same thing again. Just oil up those couplers and just give it a good yank and it'll just fall right out. And the next part here, I'm just about to, here, I'll show you. See, I just got those hangers just lubed up with some oil, otherwise they just don't come out. So just make sure you use a bit of oil there. There's all these plugs that we unplugged here. See, it has this yellow plug, see? Like up the front there. And for here, you just gotta undo this hanger. See, there's some bolts on that. Undo that. And then once you've done that, you can come up and undo this here. This clamp right here that goes from the flexi to this first big thing. And then once you have those undone, see here? There's the tank. Has a bracket up this thing, 2 bolts, take those 2 bolts off, and then there's another 4 bolts on the other side holding the tank up. And then you can put a jack under the tank and lower the whole tank as one unit, and this exhaust bit here comes down at the same time together. And then this hose is still connected to the doser, because if you undo that, it's hard to put it back on. So just leave it all connected, and then you can put the truck back together if you need to in the future. Okay, got all this stuff out of here. Now you can get a better idea where all the plugs are. See, we got one EGT sensor here, one right here, and then your 2 NOx sensors plugged in right here and here, and the doser plug right there. And then on the computer on the top of the tank here, you can leave this one unplugged because it just goes to the tank. But this one you can unplug because it stays on the truck, and this one too. Don't forget that one. And then the DPF differential pressure sensor, a couple more EGT sensors here, and then there's one more EGT sensor at the front. So yeah, it's all out of there now. So we're gonna start getting the new flo-pro exhaust on. This should take like for 10-15 minutes, man. It really takes no time at all to put them on. It takes more time to rip it off. Alright, well I was gonna record putting it on there, but man, it took me like 5 minutes. Wow. Maybe 10 minutes, I could say. But it was so easy. These guys at flo-pro, they definitely got it figured out. It's just, it went in there so easy. There's no point recording it. Anybody could do this. I'll show you here. Just straight pipe all the way to the back. And then clamps onto the downpipe here. And all the hangers and everything, they just, see, they just fit up perfect. perfect spot. Yeah, no problems at all. I'm super happy with that. But yeah, I guess we could fire it up now. Let's see how it sounds here. That's pretty good. I think it's a little cold, so the exhaust brake kicked in there to help it warm up. But yeah, everything's looking good. I'm just gonna clean up my shop a little bit, get the rest of that garbage in the back of the truck, and then we'll take her for a test trip and see how it sounds. Man, it sounds really good. Sounds so good. You can make your truck sound that good too. Just get a flo-pro exhaust and one of my custom tunes, you're good to go. Alright, let's see how this thing really sounds. Let's get these windows down. Let's go for a little cruise. Oh. Oh, she's got some throttle response now. It's gonna be too windy with these windows down here. Let's open the rear window. Oh, the seatbelt dinger. Okay, where is the rear window? All right, that should give us some sound here. Still super quiet, man. You can hear the brake much more now. That's awesome. Yeah, let's just do a little pull here. Truck's still cold, so I'm not gonna drive it too hard here. Pretty quiet, man. 5-inch would be awesome, but you can definitely hear a drone on 5-inch exhaust, so the 4-inch is good for most people, I think. But yeah, look at that. Never gonna run out of def now. 100%. Hell yeah. you guys can hear it in the camera here. It's not very loud. I got the windows down too. Okay, seatbelt dingers in these new trucks is just ridiculous, so I'll show you how to fix it. Put your seatbelt on, turn the key on, wait for the stuff to turn on, then you unbuckle, buckle, unbuckle, buckle, unbuckle, buckle, turn it off. And it dinged when it turned off, so it means it worked. So we'll go for a test rip right now. Oh yeah, unbuckling the seatbelt. Just do a quick little test rip up the road here, because it's relentless, man. It does not stop. It just dings. It won't stop. Ridiculous. I hate it so much. So I fixed it. See, it still gives you the warning, but it doesn't ding at you anymore. See, I'm going 40 and it's not dinging. Yes, fixed. So much better. See, no smoke either. Zero smoke. Hell yeah, this thing's running awesome, man. I'm not really a big fan of how these ASINs shift, honestly, but I can't figure out how to tune it. I mean, I got access to be able to tune it, but I can't reverse engineer. I haven't reverse engineered enough to be able to figure out how to make it shift better yet. So. But I don't think anybody else has figured it out yet either, so it's not too big a deal. I'm picking away at it, but I'll get it figured out eventually. Well, there you go. I got my full custom tuning in there, and that flo-pro straight pipe exhaust from the turbo back. Everything worked perfectly. There's no problems there. Tuning's working great. Exhaust fit up awesome. So yeah, that really only took me like 3 or 4 hours to do everything there. And I didn't touch anything under hood, I just unplugged it, because if he wants to trade the truck in the future, it's really easy to put it all back together, no problem. It would take like a day. But yeah, it's driving great, sounds awesome. If you want to get one of these exhausts, talk to flo-pro. I'll put their website in the description below. And if you need some custom tuning for your truck too, so you can do this as well, check out my website, optimalwelding.com, or just send me an email or something like that, and we can get your truck going too. I got tuning for the ASIN trucks, the 68 RFE trucks, the high output. This is a high output truck, as you can see. And I also have the cab chassis trucks all figured out too. So yeah, if you need some custom tuning, let me know, or an exhaust too, point you in the right direction. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just a quick one, just to show off the new exhaust that flo-pro's got. And yeah, show you the tuning's been going good too. No problems anywhere.